Welcome back to another episode of Trail Talk and Winky Boys.
We're leaving that shit in.
So we were hit up, or Matt was hit up last week, or earlier this week,
Yeah.
from a friend asking about kidney, how to get his kidneys healthy or keep them healthy, what supplements and or foods.
Well, he said supplements because, so here's what the breakdown was. Wanted kidney and liver support and was looking for niacin. And like when we were coming up, like you could just get like just straight niacin tablets, and just eat them. But apparently when he went to the store, the only thing he could find was niacin with this or niacin with that or niacin. So it was like more of a multivitamin versus just the raw niacin itself. So he asked if I've seen any like recently or like just raw niacin, or if you and I knew anything about what might be better for that support, or what might be a different supplement or whatever.
Well, to comment on the combination of niacin and something else, a lot of times they'll couple two things together because one thing will make this other thing more bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb it easier. Like an example would be turmeric and black pepper. Turmeric is, for your body, is relatively hard to metabolize. Black pepper slows your metabolism a little bit, therefore allowing your body to absorb the nutrients from the turmeric. So a lot of times you go to the store, supplement store, or whatever, you'll see capsules of turmeric and black pepper. I haven't done research on the niacin because I haven't needed to, but I'm assuming it's going to be along those lines where niacin and something else combined to help you metabolize niacin easy.
Yeah, which that definitely makes sense for sure. And like, foods that you can find niacin in naturally is steak, which we've talked about before. I don't know if on the podcast, but definitely in conversation. But like beef steak has natural niacin in it. Tortillas do as well. The yeast in it, I think yeast. I'll have to look. I'll cut the yeast part out. I'll have to look into that a little bit more. But I know that tortillas and beef definitely have natural niacin, so you can get a lot of that. But I also got to thinking maybe for somebody that is training extra hard and wants additional niacin production, you can only eat so much food in one day, and like the more you eat the better, but so maybe I think just going back to what you said, it just niacin with something probably helps it metabolize. So maybe we dive a little bit into that too. We can kind of break that down, have a better understanding of it, because that's the thing, guys, we're not doctors, we're not scientists, but we learn some shit, we share it with you. We learn some stuff, we share it with you.
We learn, we evolve, and hopefully you learn and evolve with us.
It's just a process of figuring it out. And I will say, this is kind of off topic, on topic. My body feels great. I have not been putting like really any garbage into it, and a lot more cooked meals at home and at work, different from just burgers. But my and unintentional intermittent fasting, I don't know, just it feels healthy right now. So, and we've switched over to cutting recently, so we've changed our workout regimen, and I think that maybe that probably plays a part in it. But we're going this way, right? Or that way?
Yeah, during bulking, like, I think the beginning of bulking is fine, but once you're in it and you're literally bulked up, it's very uncomfortable for me. I don't like feeling like that. But cutting, like right now, my body feels really good, and I still have a few pounds I need to lose because I want to lose it. But I'm feeling more energetic. I dropped my calories a lot in the last, like over the last few days, it's probably been about 4,500 calories total over the last 3 days, give or take.
Total over 2 days, 4,500?
2 or 3 days, yeah. Like yesterday, was a little bit more than I usually ate because you made that sandwich. I ate
Going.
straight.
Just go that way.
Yeah.
I see.
I just had 4 eggs, some mushrooms, and whatever earlier, and that would have been my meal for the day. But you made that sandwich, and I was hungry. So.
I always get excited to make the family meals now. I'm trying to be more like on top of it a couple times a week, you know, changing it up, doing some fun stuff. And, but I haven't quite got the, get the ingredients first, get everything prepped first, and then fucking shoot. I'm like, I just get excited and then want to execute, and then it's a little messy. So, but I'm aware of it, and so like now I'm just adjusting, and you know our next meal will be more thought out and better timing. And I do want to try to get it at like have it like pretty much being either like close to being done or around 4 o'clock, so that way like anybody that's like mid shift we can try to feed as many people as possible.
People leaving and people coming in, they can still get something.
Exactly, yeah. So, so that'd be fun. I'm excited about that.
Left here, I believe. Or where the fuck are we? Great, sorry.
We'll
Straight
get there. Okay, so I was listening to a podcast, which funny enough is a guy that you follow, but podcast that I follow, the Lewis House podcast or the Greatness podcast, whatever. Had a guy on that, and you follow his podcast, and I'm gonna follow his podcast too because I like what he's saying, and a big thing what he's saying is all the research that he's done over the years. So much of it is the time of day you eat too. You know, your diet, yes, like number one, but like, and then the next variable is like the time of day is what he's saying right now.
Yeah.
And his words, not mine. But basically, it's like you want to stop eating after 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like that's like at 7 you should no longer be eating, and then your fast should go from there until you wake up. Now, he also said that fasting is good, but it's really only effective. Well, so I'm only 20 minutes into this hour. I have an hour and 20 left. And I'm only 20 minutes in, so I gotta, maybe there's other variables that I haven't discovered yet, but basically from where I'm at right now, he said, stop eating after 7 o'clock, and 2 days is when, 2 days of fasting is when your body starts to get the effects from the fasting, and that effect is called apostrophe. It's something along those lines. When we stop, I'll look it up and say what it is for sure.
But it basically means that your body's consuming its own fats left here,
and healing itself,
which is good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain fat that is needed that is super healthy for your body. It's called, pretty sure they call it brown fat, which can be found around your abs and throughout your body, but usually around your abs. It's super healthy fat, and everyone needs that. When you see people drop into like 1% body fat, it's like it's super unhealthy.
Yeah, you have to maintain some body fat. But these guys, these power lifters and stuff like that, are just no body fat. I just can't imagine walking around with that much muscle. Like, I feel like it would be heavy and move slower, you know?
Yeah, just follow this. Should take you right to the entrance. But yeah, that as far as the fasting thing, that's been my biggest issue because of the industry I work in mainly. You get home after 9 o'clock usually, and I might be hungry. And I didn't have time to eat earlier, so I tend to eat after 9 o'clock. Although the last couple of days I have been pretty good eating at work, and then that's the last meal of the day. And suppressing hunger pains with a decent amount of water.
If I have the Parks Pass on my thing, I just drive past or what?
Sure. There is a booth similar to you've been here before.
I'm saying though, like, if I got a Parks Pass, do I need to like go to the booth and be like, I got a pass? You drive to the right to that cone, Hello.
Good morning. Just a day pass today?
I got a park pass on my license plate. Does that count for here? Or?
That's for the state parks.
Okay.
And then that one's for the Oakland County. We're the metro parks. So we're
Awesome. Hey, let me ask, if I got the pass for the Metro Parks, will I have all the passes at that point?
you would have like all of the ones that I know in the area.
Okay.
I haven't seen any of them.
How much is the pass for like the year?
For the metro
Okay, I'm gonna do that then. 48071. And now we will have all the passes.
It's crazy. You have a pass that gets you in every park except for the Metro Park.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It just seems crazy to me.
So now we can hit every park in Michigan. So
Well, she said at least in the close area. So
that's
maybe,
crazy. That's
maybe
crazy.
if we go to
there's-
Kalamazoo or something
right,
like that.
right.
They're gonna be like, well, there's a whole nother set of parks here.
Collect them all.
All right. Next, keep your eyes peeled for signs that say disc golf. Right.
Right. I'm gonna do that. I'll hang that up in a second. That's funny.
I do want to talk to you guys about something that's happening to my friend
Windows up. Yeah.
off camera.
Off
Oh, off
camera.
camera.
When we park, we do that then for sure. And you, sir, vaping on screen. What am I doing wrong here?
No.
No, you're
What the
not.
fuck's going on? Yeah, he's the one wrong. You got a whole fucking bikers, man. I don't.
bike
I
lane?
like go on the side of the road. Like you could be
There's a
on the road,
sidewalk.
but like get on
They
the side.
have a path. It's a bike path.
It's a
It's
bike
a running path. I mean, you just have to communicate. Hey, on your left, on your right, if you're passing.
Yeah. I mean, look, there's literally like there's like car lanes on the sidewalk. You know. Anyways, guys, when your adrenaline gets pumping like that and you want to yell at somebody, just have a conversation about it like we did.
Bark.
I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled now because you never know when another of those guys are gonna be just roaming around. What the hell is that? Is that a dog park?
What the F,
Yeah.
bro? Oh, they have a dog park now?
Nice.
It should be right up here on the right.
And they're gonna be like, oh yeah, it's $5 to get in the disc golf per person. Oh, this is Gladville. Oh, Buckhorn disc golf course.
Buckhorn.
Buckhorn, yes.
Yes, yes, very, very.
I think I've only played at this course once or twice, I believe, or maybe not. I don't remember.
It's
That is
decent
a
weather, so there's a lot of people out.
Yeah. Can we get to a different hole, maybe?
Decent weather.
I don't remember the holes there. I know we passed a bunch on the way here.
Time check. It's 9:47.
9:46 actually.
Thank you.
It's like 40 degrees outside. It's fucking amazing weather.
It is pretty great.
And it's not even that sunny, that windy either.
And there's a map. You can go look at the map and maybe just cut across somewhere.
No. All right, let's
If
cut
need
this
be.
for now.
Where's hole one?
Yeah,
We're at the toll booth right now? Or what?
I guess. Is that what that thing is right there?
Yes.
And there's a practice cage right there, I guess.
Maybe, yeah. It's not painted red, I guess. I guess, yeah, because they're at hole one. They at hole one. Why is it set up like that?
What?
Weird. It's like, that's hole one, but then basket's somewhere over there. Then you gotta go all the way up there for hole two. Oh, wait, no. This is blue.
Yeah, you go 1, 2,
Two.
3.
So which
4.
one are we doing? We doing one? Green or blue? What's the
Either way.
difference?
Choose.
How
I
long?
almost walked into the camera.
You guys choose. You guys got this.
All right, chat. What should we do?
We have these three options. Three. It's two. That seems fair.
And that's the green course here, so blue course.
Blue course.
And they have a decent sized group, so
Blue course. We doing push-ups this one time?
Oh,
Right there.
oh, that's our team.
they have like 7 people.
We got 3. They just threw. So we just. Oh, there's 2 waiting right here, though, isn't there?
Maybe.
Speaking out of time.
So, should we go here or there? There, probably.
I don't know.
No, they're just king, so probably over here.
Get the practice tee.
All 3 at once. Think I can make one?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
That's 726.
726.
feet from to the tee, or smaller, 447.
The smaller.
I don't know.
It curves to the left.
Same.
Where is it? Oh.
Going this way.
So is that the smaller one then? And then the other one's
That's
just
a
straight?
practice
I see them over here, so I thought maybe.
thing. It's been many years, and this is different.
I've never played here.
There was only the one course. Last time I played here.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
You.
So they're developing.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. You can keep your score by downloading the app.
Oh no shit.
Don't sponsor them. You're not recording.
Yeah, we're recording.
Him. You're not recording him. The
Yeah,
dog.
I know. I'm just messing around. Okay.
Okay. Is that your name?
Yeah. So obviously we're at a new, or a different disc golf course.
Metro something. Oh.
We're at Stony Creek. Buckhorn disc golf course.
And you need a different park pass to go to this park.
Are we recording now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we got that locked in. We'll throw that in the episode for sure. This is funny. Because it's like, what? We got the park passes, y'all. And like X said, off camera, we're going to be collecting them. We're going to be collecting them all around the state and the country.
Like Pokemon.
Like Pokemon cards.
All 1,000 of them.
Yeah. And each video will hopefully encapsulate what each park looks like. All the amenities it has. We're not travel guides here, but we do think it would be cool to adventure all the parks for ourselves. And if you guys want to tag along and watch, I think that's kind of cool too.
Oh shizzle.
Oh, shizzle.
I'm excited to play though, so maybe we throw and then we'll talk a little bit next hole.
For sure. Let's do it.
Oh,
Do your push-ups.
I start.
So yeah, I'm assuming that one's the easy one. And then you have to go more straight, aim for that squirrel.
No.
I'm pretty sure this was hole 18 on the old course.
Really?
And you throw from over there this way.
No, because, Matt, there were two baskets. Basket one, I mean, that basket, which is easier.
Something like that.
So that's the easy basket, and then the other basket's more down there. I'm assuming, because that one has a curve to
I've
the
never
left.
seen that. I've only seen like
That's fair.
tees.
Yeah.
Cut back,
So-
bitch.
The new course.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I don't think there's a basket over there. Oh, I'm standing right in your shot, man.
Oh, that's such a shame.
It's a shitty
Both
shot
of us
anyway.
were.
Because we blocked your
Shitty shot.
follow suit. Alright, I'm talking too much shit. I'm gonna fuck this up too.
Watch me get the perfect shot. It bounces perfectly.
No, you're good. Cut back. I thought it was
tree.
gonna come back to
That
the
way, I
left.
went this way. We'll find it. We'll find our middle ground.
Imagine this isn't hole 1. And we are starting on hole 18. That would suck.
Yeah, one would go that way around, and you come back up here.
Alright, so those people aren't going to that thing, so that's pretty nice to know. Is that it right there? That blue basket right there.
No,
I'm so confused. Where are we supposed to aim?
just aim at that one for now.
Yeah. No. Look at him run. Because there's a basket right there. And I want to assume. We should have taken a picture of the map.
Well, it's recorded. You can.
Guys, yeah. Matt, you see in the thing though? The basket over there.
Where? Oh, over there?
Yeah. I'm wondering if that's the thing, because it's straight. And this one curves to the left from the thing.
I don't know, cause
It's right there.
there's a T right there. I don't think.
That's the short tee.
Which is why I want to check the thing.
Look on the.
But it's not aiming at this one. Let's go check the recording to see where we should go. Hi. I know it's bad, I don't care.
Or let's just look. If there is two tees, let's score this one. Let's go to the next one and shoot the next.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I think I would have went in without the tree too. That was a nice shot.
Whew, thank you.
They have a putter line.
Oh, yeah.
This is a nice course. Yeah.
I'm assuming you have to do something. I'm assuming you have to do something at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why, when that's closed,
Yeah, that's aiming that
we're
way.
gonna have time to really make this podcast extra special.
Yeah, that one's aiming that way, Matt. It's not aiming at this one.
Well, I'm curious. Because you're probably right, but where would you go from there if that's your thing?
Unless it's that hole.
You have to walk down,
But it's also.
I'm assuming. Or there's just a different course. I don't know. Or...
Oh!
No, that's feet. Let's start a riot. A riot. Cut it all out. Cut it. Cut it. Alright, let's check the thing. Yeah.
Let's just walk through.
Let's check the thing. What does that number say?
I can't read that yet.
It says 2
Neither can I.
It says 2.
or 3. I don't know.
We're on like 9.
I was wondering if like...
It says 7.
No, it says 2.
That's a 2, yeah.
So, there's probably an entrance right here then?
Yeah, a quick path to get to that one.
That's great.
So we did the sissy hole.
We did. Guys, we're not proud of our actions, but we were ignorant.
We didn't know what to do, yeah. Yeah, this one doesn't have a difficulty thing. Well then. Ain't that a thing?
There's 10. Yeah, what time is it?
20.
4:20. Hey.
10:15. There's another thing right there actually. For that one.
Hole? Like a 2-hole?
I'm gonna check.
You better run.
I give you this thing so it doesn't
Well, I have one. Take it with you.
So yeah, I think, these podcast episodes that are at new places are going to be a little disorganized at the beginning, but over time we'll get the feel for the place. Like Addison Oaks, we had some time trudging through there, figuring that place out. We hiked a lot at the beginning and then figured out the disc golf course. Although we haven't done much bike paths, that episode with Tyrone, we did take that back path, which was kind of cool. And we're warming up a little bit here in Michigan. It's like 40,
somewhere over there.
44 degrees.
Yeah, high of 60 today,
Away.
something like that.
Supposed to be nice the next couple days. And soon we'll be out of these sweaters and back into some t-shirts.
Running.
I was gonna say,
2.
it sounds like you're.
Do what?
Is this 2?
Is
Okay.
it another hole?
Yeah, that one's also 2.
So this is 597. What was the other one?
900.
So we should go to that one?
I mean, yeah, this one's a sissy one.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, look. Sissy to sissy. Good to good. Okay. Oh, there's the sauce.
We're already at this one. Let's
Why you
just
so out
do
of
this.
breath?
I blame you for giving me secondhand smoke.
No way. I never put it in your face, man.
Yes, you do. You smoke in the car.
What? What? When do I smoke in the car?
Always.
One time I accidentally did, or I almost did. I didn't.
Always.
I put it in my mouth and I had the lighter in my hand.
me lung cancer.
And your dad's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh man, I'm just stressed." I was thinking about something. I was all worked up.
We got someone behind us. Looks like a solo golo.
Looks like they're aiming at the good one. Looks like him.
You said you think they are?
Yeah.
Let's double down.
We found
all this shrubbery full of green.
we found a fire ant mound over here back in the day.
You look like a fire ant mound.
Yeah, right.
This thing's annoying. My backpack right now. Where you get my way? Where do we aim in this one? Or is this?
It's either this way or that way. But that way doesn't make sense to me. Because look, you come from here, so you go that way. I think I see it. Look beyond that brush. That look through the bush.
What the fuck is this? There's so many baskets everywhere.
Through the bush looks like it might be the next tee.
That's just 13.
I don't know. It's confusing.
Where won't you stay? This is mad confusing.
Imagine you drove this way. That doesn't make sense. What is that tee over there?
13. It doesn't make sense. And that one's like 12. The one over there. It's 12.
If you want to pause it and check the map,
How do we do that? I know how to pause it.
pause it.
And we're back.
So I don't want to lose my disc, so I'm gonna go short.
Yeah.
That's not exactly short.
It does not look like the right direction.
It is though. The hole's over there.
Is it?
Yeah. But finish one, come here, and you throw that way. And it looks like this.
Don't they have the same hole though? No, they don't. Twos don't have the same. Go to the same thing. No. I wish we could check again. 'Cause I already forgot. Yeah. Should have taken a
I
picture.
threw.
I'm just gonna go where Dad went.
That's all I do.
Yeah. That seems fine enough. Tree.
It's up in the tree.
Yeah, it didn't come down.
It's fine. It's an easy tree to climb. It looks like. Hip. 1, 2, 3. Hip. And I will walk through 1,000. This is mad annoying. I think I have been here actually.
On a scale of 1 to 17 times, how many times?
Well, I'm 16, so definitely not 17. No. Isn't there a beach here actually?
Yeah.
Oh, then I've been here plenty of times. Where am I throwing?
That way.
That's a tree. No, no.
You just missed that big ass fucking.
Because it looked like both holes, or at least both things, went to the same thing. It looked like it.
You're right here.
Maybe.
Maybe. Definitely. Oh yeah?
I'm like, dog, come every Sunday.
Right?
Ow! Fuck.
You're on the right. You should be just outside of it.
Bitch ass plants. What?
Just wait for you.
They have thorns.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Yeah, that kid.
Wait, so 2, right? We gotta keep going that way.
I don't know. He threw to that one, and then walked to this one and threw that way. What hole is that? So yeah, we go that way, I think.
Why did they make this so confusing? Where do I throw?
You guys are getting attacked by thorns.
Because we keep on throwing in the bushes.
No, left. That one always hooks right. Thank you, tree love. I don't gotta go get it.
Where do I throw?
You just throw that way.
I think if this is, oh no. Oh, wait, keep in mind, it didn't have 2 and 2, it just had 2.
Yeah.
So, short hole, long hole,
Yeah.
the first one just has 2 teeth.
So do you go to this one and go that way? How hard is it to put a fucking arrow in that thing?
I don't know where to go, so I'm gonna throw that way.
Just send it. That's a tree. That's a tree. I'm here with some tree choppers. Dad, behind you. Never mind. You're fine. How many feet did that thing say?
9, 7.
No, the short one.
4, 7.
Okay.
I don't know exactly, but it's something along those
Is that it right there? I think that's it.
Where is it?
Right there.
Way over there?
Yeah.
lines. Your head, gentlemen.
That's a tree, Matt. Also, another group is throwing discs right now. Discs.
Yeah.
I like the putter disc. If I wouldn't have walked for 1,000 miles. Why do you like trees so much? No, to the left, to the left. Why do I like trees so much? Huh? Tree hugger. Sorry, tree chopper. You're a tree chopper. That's what you are.
I really
Services have been
enjoy this. Being out here. Great weather. Throwing some discs. This is good for me.
We needed to throw 2 discs in order to reach Dad. Isn't that crazy?
Damn it. Roll out. Roll out.
To 27. Wow.
Better.
I'm running out of bars.
Brick wall. How'd that feel?
Brick wall, yeah. Oh, ow, ow! I'm about to get a yaw. One of them will make it. That one right there. Yeah. Oh, so close. We're right next to my disc. Curve. Yeah, I like that one. That one's cool. I like that putter. Thanks for the putter, Matt. It was a gift. This is definitely gonna be have to. It's gonna be one of those disc golf courses where we're gonna have to go back where we continued.
Oh yeah, we have to. There's 2 courses. We've only played 2 holes on one of them.
We're about to end it too. Here we go. Don't hit me.
Fuck.
Next Christmas, I'll give you a hug. That's not the song. Ah, you still have 2 others to make.
Oh, nah.
That counts.
Yep.
And an additional point, actually.
Matt with the assist. Assist.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of Trail Talking Evolve.
What card talking evolve? We spent most of the time in there.
We got about half and half. It was about 20 minutes in the car, 20 minutes on the course.
Vitamin time.
Which I think is better for you.
We do have deeper conversations.
Because we talk a bit more. Pull it up. What are we on this week's?
Matt's doing a better job of stopping interrupting people, so just gotta let me shut up.
L? Are we on L? What have you?
I think you're right.
Oh, that's right.
Come on, here, you can bring your doggies.
I think he told me to bring Luna this morning. But I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with her? I'm at naps.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Khaleesi would literally just chill with us, but she would puncture holes in these too. Because she'll want to play. She'll think it's a toy, and then yeah. But she won't do it intentionally.
So we have Vitamin L. B.E. Taylor, Vitamin L, MTV2.
Vitamin
I
L.
don't know who the fuck that person is.
I think that's a song.
Yeah. We're listening to it somewhere. Vitamin L is a vitalizing energy that helps catalyze? Yeah.
Yep,
Catalyze. Catalyze human functions, especially heart functions, digestion, and nervous system. It's also important for circulation of warmth and joy. Some say that a deficiency in vitamin L can lead to lower levels of well-being, satisfaction, and happiness. There are people over there. Vitamin L comes from many sources, including relationship with romantic partners, friends, family.
Move around, take care of yourself.
Family members.
Join us out here or join us out there, wherever you are. And
Family members, co-workers, pets, and neighbors. Vitamin L may also Vitamin L may also refer to a song by B.E. Taylor from his 1997 album Dry Love.
That's no